Hello everybody, I am back for my second video on YouTube. I'm so excited. Before I talk about what I'm going to do today, my eyebrows are already filled, yes, because I didn't want to do them on camera since I did them last week. I want to talk about two awesome things. I have 6 subscribers and 74 views on my first video. And even though it's not a lot compared to the people who have like 300,000 people viewing their videos in like 10 seconds, I just want to say that means a lot to me for all of you who subscribed and all of you who viewed. Whether you commented or you didn't, or you told me your opinion on it, I really appreciate it. So I was originally going to do a contour and foundation routine, but I decided to do my go-to makeup look every single day. What I do whenever I'm just running out of the house, well, my room actually, because I don't own a house, I live on base, but whatever I do whenever I'm going to the grocery store or anywhere that doesn't require a normal person to wear makeup, but since it's me, I put makeup on all the time. So I'm going to do that today. And I have all my products lined up next to you on my bed, and I'll be sure to show them to you. I always start on my eyes first, just because I don't like to get stuff on my face or on top of my foundation when I do it, because I don't like to ruin it. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply my eyeshadow base. And if you want to mimic this look, it's very easy. You can use any base that matches your skin tone. I like to use this paint pot from MAC. It's called Groundwork. It's like a nice brown color. You see, and then the name's right there. It's a pro longwear paint pot. And I use this color just because I like to have like a more subdued look on my eyes all the time. I just like to draw people in my gazes. But I'll be doing this one. So what I do is I use my finger, and you can also use your concealer that matches your skin tone. You can always go a little brighter with a concealer. Anything that's just gonna be a blank canvas, because I don't put a lot of eyeshadow on when I go out regularly. So what I do is I just take it and I just dot it along my eye. And I push it up into the crease. Make sure I get the inner corner up into the crease like this. And see, I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, just because the sun is very bright and my window has this creepy glass glare. But I like to blend it out up into there and give my eyes like a shape. And yeah, you can see on the camera how it looks. I can see it. It looks a little bit more, looks different. Looks different because there's something on it. Then I do the same thing with this eye. I just draw it in, and I never thought I'd ever be able to do my makeup on a computer screen, just because I have complications with mirrors. So remember, up to your crease, and then you want to get a separate finger that has no product on it. See, this finger has product on it. This one doesn't. So you're going to blend out the edges there. I'm a really big fan of blending, just because when I first started out doing makeup, I used to have like 2 colors, no blending. You see, there you go, eyes are covered. I'm going to use a little mirror right here just so I can double check. So yeah, eyes are covered evenly. And if you want, you can always go back in and do a little more product. I feel like the inner eye needs a little bit more. So I put a little bit more there. And remember, this is just evening out your eye. This is not an extravagant makeup look that I'm doing today. Because I know a lot of people are like, people who don't do their makeup a lot and don't do it all the time are a little skeptical just about like wearing more than one color of eyeshadow and stuff. So this is for if you don't like wearing a lot of makeup and you want something easy, this look is going to be great for you. So the next thing I'm going to do is get my the one color I use on my eye when I'm doing this, and that is my Bobbi Brown highlight right here. It is limited edition and I love it. It's the highlight powder in Pink Glow. I love this powder. I love this powder so much. And I'm going to use like a little blending brush, my BH Cosmetics, something fluffy, because this is going to go concentrated here in my eye, here, and then I'm going to spread it out. The reason why you're going to put the highlight here is because you want your eyes, it's going to open up your eye. When you put color on it, it makes your eye look smaller just because it's not matching with the rest of your skin tone. So you use a bright color to contrast with that and make everything look a little larger. So I'm going to use my mirror again because this computer stuff ain't working for me. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to blend it right here and concentrate the majority of the product in the corner of my eye. See? You can see it. Get closer. Can you see it? Yes. Okay. Get a little bit more. And then do the other eye. So there you go. And we're going to concentrate the majority of the product in the inner corner, just so you have like a nice little pinkish glow there. And then I'm going to take any leftover product on the brush and spread this over that brown lightly. Spread it over the brown. And you're just going to dust it along the brown. I have like very hooded eyes, so whenever I do any eyeshadow, I have to raise my eyelid up a lot. I have Bjork playing in the background in case anybody wants to know. If you do hear it, it's Bjork. Because you know I'm a new YouTuber, so I don't have all that crazy technology to make the videos have cool sound and stuff like that. This is just from my computer screen to yours. Then you're going to want to take a blending brush. The difference between this blending brush and this one... Okay, she's screaming, so I'm going to change this song. So the difference between this blending brush and this one is that this one is easier to apply color just because it's a lot more dense and it's smaller, but it's still fluffy so you can blend with it, but just in concentrated areas. This one is going to be really good for blending everywhere because look, it's super like just malleable and fluffy and just moves around, so you can do a lot of work with it. So you're going to want to take your big fluffy one and you're going to want to blend out, and this is just going to make it look like there's not just something sitting on top of the primer. It's going to blend it in with there and just make it look nice. And then I blend out any of the edges. And I do the same right here. Just always go over the edges. You just want to go over the edges. Oh, the sun's coming out again and making it really bright. Go over the edges. Make sure it's nice and blended out. I like to get into the crease just so like I don't crease later on. And this is going to set that primer and give you a nice even coverage. You see that? And my next step that I'm going to do is my winged eyeliner. I have never done this on camera, and this is so hard for me to do. Contrary to what you may think, I am not a makeup expert. I'm not the bomb. I'm just someone who has a passion for it. My feet hurt because I'm kneeling. So I use Bobbi Brown's Longwear Gel Eyeliner and black ink. I prefer this one over the Urban Decay. I haven't tried Inglot, which a lot of people on YouTube use. A lot of people that I follow, at least, because I follow like Patrick Store and stuff like that, and Desi Makeup and all them. They use inks. I've seen them use Inglot, but I use this one. It's this one right here. It was $20 at the Naval Exchange. I don't know what regular civilian places would use. Move the camera down a little bit. But I use this one. And all I'm going to do is just take the brush in there, and I'm going to dot it inside the can. You see, and I'm using an angled MAC brush. It's the number 266. You can see that too right there. And this one is any brush that's angled. I like it to be a little bigger just because I like my wing to be bigger. So I'm going to go into my eye, and I'm going to... You're going to want to set the brush like this on your eye when you're doing your wing eyeliner. You're going to want to put it on there. Be very patient. And see, now if you get like a line that's kind of like gapped, don't worry about it. And then you're going to take the opposite end of the brush again. And you want to fill that in like that. And see, it looks kind of crooked, but you just want to get a shape. That's all you want. And then you can just fill it in later on. So, I'm going to do that. Chop the eyeliner. You're going to go in the pot again, and then you're going to, what I like to do is I like to let that dry. And I'm going to go over the line right above my eyelashes. And I just create a nice line. Just going to go right over here. Now, if you have almond eyes and you want the eyeliner to look pretty, You don't have to go to your whole eye unless you're doing a legit cat eye. You can always just go to the end of your lash line, which is what I do. End of my lash line. And then I go back and I fill in there, and I'm going to drag the eyeliner from here all the way down, and I'll show it to you. This video might be a little longer than the other one, but you know, this stuff takes time, you guys. So you're going to drag this thing right here. You're going to fill in that, and you're going to fill in the eyeliner. See, this one came out kind of poopy to me, but all I want is just to be able to look. See, there's that uneven part right there. You're going to want to look straight, and if it looks uneven to you, you can always refill it back in. And you just want to, the thing with wing eyeliner is you want to be patient. You want to be patient, you want to be very comfortable while you're doing it. So I'm going to go in again with my brush and just darken up and even out whatever I want. And there you go. One eye down, one more to go. I've never done this on camera, you guys, ever. I swear. So, I'm going to go in again the other side. Yes, okay, so you're going to go, I'm going to be awkward with this one. I rest my finger on my face, and I just go like this. Oh, that one came out even. Wow. Thanks. Go in. Scrape it down. Oh my god, this one is coming out so good. And then you're going to go like this. I'm going to do the same thing. And look, there's your wings. Nice and pretty. It's all you do. It takes, everyone's like, it's so hard. Just take your time. Just go real slow. Because I used to rush it a lot. And my wing eyeliner would always come out looking crazy. I'm going to sit back up again, everybody, because I'm just being crazy. So, there you go. I made my wing first. That's how I do it. And different stuff works for different people. And the next part is going to be me going along the lash line. Slowly. Just dragging in the color from the outside. It's easier to look down and do it than to have it looking up. Just because when you're looking at people, you're not going to be looking up at them. You're going to be looking down. You're going to be looking at them at eye level. Or you might be just, when you do expressions, you usually have your eyes like this, leveled. But when you're looking up at people, you do your eyeliner like that, it's going to look wrong. So just either try to have the mirror right here, kinda, so you can look down like this. Or have it right here, so you can just do your lines. I prefer to be right here at like eye level. So I'm checking to make sure they're even. I can fill in the inside a little bit more right there. So I'm going to do that. And then next, we're going to put bottom eyeliner on, mascara, and then I will start on the face. So while we're doing this, did everybody have a good weekend? I had a very quiet weekend. Thank you for asking me. Too bad because I can't hear you. So I did that. And now I'm going to, oh, and remember, don't leave your gel eyeliner open while you use it. Take the top off and put the top back on, because that stuff will dry out really fast. So now I'm going to do my bottom eye. Sorry, you guys, I'm off camera. There we go. And then I don't like to do a lot on my bottom eye just because I have my eyes are weird. They tear up for everything and they leak, and then no matter what kind of makeup I put on, unless it's super waterproof, it's going to drip. So I only put bottom eyeliner along like the middle of my eye, and I try to put very little. So then I'm going to do the second part. Fill it in, and there we go. Eyes are good, and I'm going to get my mascara next. Oh, which I left on my dresser. I'm so sorry, you guys, if you feel like I'm just jumping all over the place, but, you know, gotta do what I gotta do. I'll be right back. It's right over there. You can watch me walk over there. So, got my mascara. My favorite mascara to use as of right now, because I have like 8 of them, is the Dior Addict It Lash. My friend, one of my best friends, recommended it to me. And I'm just going to coat this on. This has your babies looking long. Coat this on, start at the root, and just comb it on through. That's how I do it. Look how long and pretty they look. I wish I could just have my eyes looking like this all the time. Just wake up with seductive bedroom eyes. It'll make my days go a lot better. So you do that. Next is the other side. I get the outer corner. And my eyes are done. And then my next step, the next part I'm going to start on is my foundation. Now I already set everything up on the side of me, so I won't have to grab anything for that. The first thing that you're going to do, you should already have your face clean and you should already have some type of moisture on. You're going to want to use primer. I use a mix of the Professional by Benefit. And this is for I like to use this because for people who have oily skin or deep pores that show up when you notice whenever you put makeup on, it shows up and just cakes up and everything. The Professional is really, really good for just covering up oil and just keeping your face like mattified. And then I add a little bit of the Smashbox Photo Finish Luminizing. And this adds the color back. I feel like this adds a little bit more warmth to my face. I feel like the more brown you are, for me, I feel like the prettier it is. So I pump this Professional out. I squeeze it on my hand. Squeeze it out. And I just rub my hands together and I massage it into my face. And what primer does is that a lot of people who aren't, well, I feel like a lot of people who, like, when I've talked to people who don't really do their makeup a lot, primer creates a barrier between your face and between the makeup and your moisturizer, so that your pores don't get clogged up with makeup and moisturizer, and it just keeps your face nice and even. I use primer and I wear tons of makeup, and I clean my face and use my creams and my moisturizer primer with makeup on, and I don't break out. I haven't had a breakout from makeup since I started using primer. So I'm gonna do that. I have a little towel here to wipe my hands off with and stuff. If you saw my pile of clothes behind me, please forgive me, because I'm moving out. But the next part I'm going to use, I'm going to take the luminizing one, take a little bit like that. And these are both, you can buy these both at Sephora or Ulta. And I'm just going to put this on my cheeks, just because I like them to be a little bit more warm, and then dot it on my forehead, just because I want to have some color there. And you'll see why later on while I do it. Getting my towel. And the next step we're going to do is to put on our foundation. I usually use the regular $25 beauty blender, but mine's broke. So I'm using this $4 one from Target. It works well, but you have to stab your face with it. Like, you have to literally hit your face with it. There, I moved you guys closer. So what I do is I also use Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow by Benefit. It's very good. It has SPF and it's very light and you don't feel it, and it's buildable. Buildable means that you don't put it on once and it washes your whole face in foundation. You can do one coat, some skin showing. Another coat, barely any. Third coat, and you're just good to go. And I like that. So I put a few drops on my hand like that. And then I take my beauty blender, my Target beauty blender. And let me get my mirror out because I just can't use this computer right now. I need to use the mirror. And then I dot it along my face. The only bad thing about this beauty blender, I would say, if you don't want to spend money on a $25 beauty blender, you can use this one. But the only thing I don't like about this is that you have to hit your face with it. Like, I feel like I'm hurting myself. But I'm not. I'm just applying foundation. So if you can deal with having a little bit more of a forced application of foundation, not just having it being very easy, which is what the $25 beauty blender makes it super easy, then you can deal with this. This literally was $4 at Target. And it does a trick. It's a little more rough, but it gets the job done. I'm going to put a little bit more foundation on my hands. I like a lot of foundation, if you guys haven't noticed. And then I'm going to dot it up there, and I'm going to start along my forehead. And the Beauty Blender just really gives it an even application. And you're going to want to get all up in your hairline, down the bridge of your nose. You don't want to go, remember when I told you about my eyebrows, how you want to go over the concealer. Oh, I got some foundation on my eyebrow. Go, Michael. This never happens. This is a firstie for me. So you're going to want to go over those areas, and you want to dot along your ears some so that you don't stand out a lot. And then you want to dot along here so you don't look like you're wearing a mask. Mask foundation is not cute, ladies and gentlemen. It is not cute at all. Then after you get the bottom of your face, you want to take a little bit more and you want to do along under here. Just so that when you take pictures and stuff like that, it doesn't look like you're wearing a mask. It looks like everything is blended out evenly. Go along here again. Here. Remember, this is a buildable foundation. And there you go. This is basically what I do for my foundation. And the next step I'm going to do is going to be highlight and contour and conceal, which is, I think it's basically all the same shiznit. So I'm going to close all that up. And I'm also going to fix my eyebrow real quick. Wipe my hand off on the towel. Gonna fill in my eyebrow again real quick. I'm using a little mini concealer brush because I want this to be quick. And I'm just gonna go over there and just coat that in. And that's how easy fixing your eyebrows is. And then I'm gonna fix that right there. See, I really miss my Beauty Blender because I can see parts that are like funky. If you have any funky parts in your foundation, just go over it again. I would highly recommend buying a Beauty Blender though. $25 is probably going to be, you spend that on drinking on a weekend. So this will be really good for you. So this is all even. Just make sure it's all even along your hairline, along your eyes, all down here, not cakey. It's nice and even foundation on. And then the next step I'm going to do is going to be concealing my under eyes. Now people, a lot of people have different methods for this. I like to use LA Girl Pro Concealer, HD High Definition Concealer. I saw it from a lot of YouTubers like Patrick Star. I watch him a lot. He uses it, and I loved the coverage he got from it. I like to have a really nice even highlight. Now, when you're highlighting your face, you're going to pretend there's a cross on your face. A cross going from here to here, from each side of here. And that's where you're going to highlight. But you don't just highlight all under here and all under here. What you're going to do is that you're going to look at your face, and from where the apples of your cheeks start end, like right here, or start or end, wherever they start or end at, and then you're going to go like this, up to where your eyeliner is at, down to here, and back. That's where you're going to highlight your cheeks. Because when you have a small face, if you want it to look bigger, you're going to go out. But you don't want your face to look bigger. The point of highlighting is to draw light and make you look more like pretty and like drawn in, and just draw it in. When you do it big, it just goes, it's like beacons. The point of makeup is to not draw and make your face look large. It's to make your face look formed and beautiful. And highlighting will do that. So you're going to do your cheeks first. And a little of this goes a long way, by the way, everybody. A long way. So you're going to dot this and go like this. You're just going to make triangles from here to here. And the great thing about LA Girl Cosmetics Pro Concealer is that it's like $2 and it comes with a brush. Not even kidding, it's literally $2 and it comes with a brush attached to it. So no need to worry about using concealer brush. You're going to want to I round it out a little bit just because I like to just have a little bit more light drawn to my eyes. And it doesn't dry fast, so you have time to work with it. I think this is very beginner friendly. So you guys can check it out. They sell it at local beauty stores. Sally's, I think, has it, if anybody lives by one. And you can order online. I think they have a special deal online. Like, I think they do, like, where you can get 5 for a certain amount of dollars or whatever. And they have a range of colors. So there you go. I have 2 creepy looking triangles on my face. And then you're going to get your beauty blender. And you're going to blend that out. And see, the reason why I kept my triangle smaller is because when I blend it out, I'm going to end up pushing it out to my eyeliner. And you're just going to make sure you get on the inner part of your eye and the under part. Blending that out. Blend this out again on this side. And the beauty blenders all have this little pointed tip that's really good for staying away from your eyeliner and messing up your makeup and screaming at yourself in the mirror, like I have done many a night. And then immediately, this is for me at least, because I have very, very like squishy under eyes. Immediately to prevent creasing, I apply my powder. I don't use any sparkling highlighter like that, but to apply my powder, I don't use a brush, I use a press. It's like a little press sponge, because I like to press it into my skin. I'm using Hello Flawless by Benefit. It's in beige. Benefit has very hazel friendly colors. So I'm going to dot it like that in there. And I'm going to press this into that concealer. And this is really going to help it set and not give me creasing. And this goes very good with the foundation since they're both from Benefit. I happen to very like Benefit. Do it again on the other side. And you just want to press it in, because if you don't, usually when I use a brush, the creasing, I'll still have lines in my eyes. But when I use a press pad, I don't have that, because I feel like the little sponge just gets it in there. After you do that, you're going to want to blend it out. I have this Real Techniques brush. Real Techniques is very cheap. And I know they're used by YouTubers. I'm fairly new to the whole YouTube thing, community or whatever. So I don't really know the names of the girls who do use it, but I've heard they have a very good reputation, and their brushes are really good, so you guys should try them out. Next, remember I said your face is across. You're gonna start here, do the bridge of your nose, Cupid's bow, because this will make your lips look nice and pretty, and a little bit of your chin. Now, depending on the size of your features, you don't want to add as much highlighting concealer. If you have a big chin, not a lot of concealer. If you have a like small lips, use a lot of concealer. I like to use a lot. And this video is getting pretty long, and I thank you guys if you watch it. I'll put the times that each certain thing starts so you can skip to the time and watch it. So this goes here. This goes here. See, I did the bridge of my nose that. I put a little bit on my chin, like a little circle. And then I do my forehead. If you have a big forehead, you don't highlight a lot. If you have a small forehead, you highlight a lot. I have a big forehead, because all the prettiest girls and boys do. And you do that. See? And you have like a cross. You've done like your cheeks, and then you pound it in. Blend it in. I said pound it in. Blend it in on the bridge of your nose. And then blend it in on your forehead. And you want it to be like as no harsh lines, no harshness, just a very nice blended in little spot in your head. You just want it to look as natural as possible. That's the point with makeup. There you go. And then you're going to get your pressed powder and do the exact same thing you did under your eyes. And you're going to lightly coat your lip, lightly coat your chin, do your forehead. And this is just going to stop creasing and help set the concealer. Bridge your nose. Next part is contouring. And for my contour, I use the Maybelline Shine Free Foundation Stick. And you don't have to use concealer to contour. I feel like people think you have to use concealer. You can use foundation. You can use anything that's cream to just give yourself the definition. Now, since this is an everyday look for me, I'm not going to do my full-on swoosh very thick. I do a very little. You're going to suck in. And this is where you want shadows to be. So if you don't have very good cheekbones, you would put a lot. If you do, you put a little. I have big cheekbones, so I'm going to suck in, start here, drag down and curve under where you did your highlight. I like to add a little bit more, just like I like to be a little more harsh for me. You do that, and then you're gonna go on the side of your right outside of where you did the line on your nose. You're gonna draw a little line, go under, and then you're gonna go around here on your face, because this is just gonna warm it up again. All this is doing is adding shadows and also making your face look a lot more warm and natural. So we're gonna do that, and you look kind of crazy, look like an Indian. So you're gonna do that, and some people like to add some here, but I have a very defined jaw already, so I don't need that. I don't want to give myself a cleft jaw. The shadowing is gonna add darkness to your face and make it look even more drawn in. It gives you a very formed out appearance. So to blend that out, I'm going to use this Real Techniques brush that I had again in my hands. And you're not gonna blend down when you do this part. You're gonna blend each contouring part. You're gonna blend up and in, if that makes sense, because you don't want to make it look dragged out. So you're gonna take this, and you're just gonna blend that brown into your hairline. Blend it into your hairline. You can do like a little circular motion right here, just because you want it to look natural. But you're gonna blend it into your hairline, and you're gonna just blend it in. You can do the same thing over here. And make sure you blend it out. Blend it out. And then you're gonna get a smaller brush. I like to use another Real Techniques brush. This is the contouring brush. This came in the base pack. I bought it at the Next also, and it came with 4 brushes. It was $12, and they're very good quality. So I think you should check it out. And you're gonna brush lightly along your nose. And this is gonna make your nose look very straight. I like to brush it up high up into my brows, just to give my nose that nice definitive shape. You're gonna brush it, and then I brush it a little bit down into here, just to give my nose like a shadow. See? And the next part you're going to do is take your bronzer, and for my bronzer I'm using Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in the medium deep matte bronzer, and it looks like that, and it smells like chocolate. And then for that, I'm going to use my favorite BH Cosmetics brush. I bought this in the Rose Gold set. It's the biggest brush they have. It's extremely fluffy, and it blends so well. So you're going to take that bronzer, and you're going to just circular motion it up into here. I like a bigger bronzer look. And then you're going to go over your hairline with this. Just go over your hairline. And this is really going to add that warmth back to your face. And also, you don't want to use a glittery bronzer. You want to use a matte bronzer. Just because a matte bronzer is really going to isn't gonna refract light, because the point of shadowing is to draw on light. So the point of shadowing is to just give you shadows, not to reflect light. You have the highlighting for that. Sorry. So then, oh my god, the glue is coming off because the brush broke earlier. So then you're gonna brush along the side of your nose just lightly. And this is not only gonna add like a nice, more soft appeal, it's also going to set out your concealer. It's gonna stop it from moving. It's gonna give it a very nice appearance. And I just like to go over and just blend out. Just blend, 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 blend. Because you don't want to have like weird. And see, and look, and there it is. It's really nice. I think it looks nice. I prefer contouring. You have to remember that when you're doing this, it's not going to be you're not going to be used to it. So you're going to think it's too much, but if you apply it lightly and you take your time and you do it slowly and you don't go overboard with the product, it's not going to look crazy when people look at you. Some people are probably going to say you look thinner. If you want your face to look thinner, this really helps. If you want your face to look bigger, you can add that too, you know? But I think there it is. It's nice and blended in. I'm going to add a little bit more of that Oxygen or the Hello Flawless to my face. I don't know where it's at. There it is. I'm going to add a little bit more of that to my cheekbones. Just because I don't want... And I like to do this often where I go over the parts where the bronzer and that meet. I like to add a little bit of the Hello Flawless powder. I do that. And then my next favorite part is I grab this it's supposed to be a face brush, but it's very loose. It's not very dense. It shakes a lot, as you can see. And I'm going to apply my highlight. And it's again the Bobbi Brown highlight I showed you earlier. And I'm going to just brush it in there like this on the sides. And I'm going to brush it along my cheekbones like this. The height of my cheekbones, well, the apples of my cheeks. I'm going to go like this. And I love highlighting a lot. Go like this. And you can see a slight gleam. I'm just going to brush it like that. And then I go on the other side and just scoop in the brush. And I just go like this. You want this to be on the high points of your face, because it's really going to draw light and again make your face look pretty and formed and nice. And then you're I take a little bit of the highlight and I go on my lip, and then I go down my nose some, and then I go on my forehead. Rub that out because that's a little bit too much. And you just go along, and this is really, now I have to take it and brush right along my arch, because this is really going to add emphasis to that. And see, and then there is, don't look, see it? And then my last step that I do for my everyday look is add matte lipstick, and I'm going to use a nude just because I prefer nudes. I prefer nudes and reds, actually. Just add this on real quick. And this is a Maybelline lipstick, $5. And there you go. New lips. Nice pretty face. And that is my everyday makeup look. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, contouring is about the cross, and nice taking your time is so is the wing. Just take your time, be patient, have a lot of practice. If you have any questions, ask below. I'll be listing every single problem in the description box, and the first line of the description box will be the timing of where each part of the video starts. You can skip ahead and watch what you want, so you don't have to watch the full 37 minutes of the video. I cannot wait till I get a camera and editing program so I can change it up and make it better for you guys. Thank you for your time. Oh, and then lipstick is called Nude Embrace by Maybelline. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys and for all your help. And when I become really big and famous, I'll make sure when I get my awards, I call out each and every single one of you who watched all my first videos. Thank you for watching, you guys.